Oh shit!
I hope we have stuff in
That's
stock.
fine. I will. I
This
can.
is
I can. I can purchase some food.
Thank you.
I mean, I could buy some more stuff from Abracadabra. I'm always happy to
I like
help
kebabs.
support businesses.
What do you think
especially-
you're doing,
Alright.
sir? You just think you're gonna come up here and steal my business like
Oh,
that? You think
oh.
you're a big man on campus?
Get
You think
back
you're
to
so
your
cool,
business
and that
next
you-
door and get
Yeah,
out of
yeah, that you
mine.
think
Get
you're
out of my
so
business.
cool.
Get out of
So
my
you think you're
business.
so cool? Now you think you're so, oh, look at
Sir,
me,
if it
oh
helps,
guys, I'm
I
gonna
was
open up
literally not ordering
Abracadabra because
anything, and then I
this
just
guy
wanted
came
to
here.
make
Why do you
sure I
have the
get
paw on your
some
head and not, where it's supposed to be?
You're right. Now let me get some
Oh, oh,
combos, okay?
Yeah, how
Because
many
This
you-
place is better than Big Dog.
How many you
honestly.
want?
Wait, Alice was first.
Ooh.
Oh,
Alice
Alice,
was
no, I'm
first.
gonna buy her food. I'm gonna buy her food. I'm gonna buy her
Aw.
food. I'm buying her food. I'm buying her food.
How
I'm buying
ma-
us all food.
How many
Everybody,
combos?
food on me. How many people want food? All of me. It's
Oh.
all on me. How many people want food? 12 combos. 12 combos on me.
Oh god.
boy,
Oh, that worked out.
Fuck it. We're making 20 combos right
Yeah, we
now.
are.
Give me 20. Give me 20 right now.
Okay, one moment.
Yeah, give me 20, man. Yeah. That's right.
Do we really need
I mean,
20?
why
No,
not?
I don't. Yeah, at this point, I don't know why I even ask you why you do things.
Listen, we were just watching.
All right. Go ahead and swipe.
How much is this gonna be? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm being scared of this bill. Let's see how much this is gonna be. If I can actually,
Serious, how much is it?
can
Yeah,
I
well,
even look at your register? Like, what-
it's
what's the-
because the order's
Are you
so
gonna
big.
trick
You just
me
got to
into
give it some
paying
time,
for it?
bud.
Okay, you're right. It's a slow POS. Ours is better, but no, you actually, you know what I mean. We got the better POS.
Well, yeah,
but
well,
it's
that's
okay.
because y'all have to include, 2 items in a combo, and ours come with 3. So,
True.
like,
no, that's true though.
so this is 60
Yeah.
items as opposed to.
Our food is so overpriced that we have a nice POS system with the money that we get from that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, you didn't.
yeah.
You didn't.
Well, I'm having a massive headache here.
Okay,
I'm having
how
a
about
massive
this?
headache right now.
How about I do the drinks,
maybe we do
then the
soup. Maybe we do
sides,
like-
then the
yeah.
drinks,
Sure, we can do that. Yeah.
and you want 20, right?
Yes,
That lot of
yes.
gentlemen opened up the store, and now they're at war with each other because they're like still in business, but they're making up for it now. So
All right, go ahead and swipe.
I
Listen,
got
we all
12
know that the
oh my God,
only decently
$12,000.
priced food store got shut down a couple
Oh my god,
months ago.
$12,000. I'm broke. I'm broke. Oh my god, I'm broke. I'm fucking broke, man. $12,000.
Okay,
Oh
go
my
ahead and
God,
swipe.
Oh my god, I did swipe. I just
Yeah.
swiped.
No, that was just for the mains.
Oh my
I-
god.
I'm doing them
uh,
Oh,
separate.
Oh
Drink that
my
had
God,
all
I'm
the
fucking
caffeine in it.
I'm fucking broke.
Are
I'm
you
going.
slowly regretting your
How much did
actions?
it have
Yeah, I'm
in it?
slowly regretting my actions. That was 12K just for the
Enough to
mains
wake
alone.
my ass up with
Oh
one.
my
Eh,
gosh.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
can take
Okay,
some
we're up
money
to
out
15
help
grand.
some
We're
Okay,
probably
people.
and
grand.
now the
Those
sides,
people.
or the drinks,
it's
the drinks.
Flicks. He's gotta finish.
No, I got money.
moment.
I got money. This is a flex.
Steve, you know how to
Oh,
use
he's
that cash
flexing.
register? Hurry up.
Yeah, I'm flexing. That's guys. I just spent 20K. I just spent 20K in food. It's like it's nothing. You know what I mean?
All
Hey,
right.
can I
Do
get
you
a loan? You think?
you want me to
can I get a loan,
hand you
maybe?
you want me to hand it all to you?
I'm in debt now. Yeah.
I'm
You
willing
can
to
just pass it
loan
out to people. How many
that
people we got here? I don't
like,
know.
Pass it
Oh,
out.
hello, Barrett.
You know what?
I
I'll have you pass it out so you
I'll
can
pass it
divvy it
out,
up.
sure.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Oh, yeah, I'm
And
EMS as well.
there you go.
Yep.
How many people do we got? So I want to. We
Alright.
got 3, 6. So Flores, we got how many people?
Craig over there as well.
Who's Craig? I don't know. How many people do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that 6? So we got 6 people.
I
What?
got 5 combos on me, to be honest. You can just give them out.
Oh wow,
You don't have to
so
give me
you're so
Mhm.
great giving away food.
Yeah.
Gosh, look at this amazing
It's
flicks
yeah.
You got any
that he's
HSPs?
done.
I just
What was that?
Yeah, 20K.
You got any
20K, I'm fucking
HSPs?
broke. But anyways, yeah, sure. We just
Why
split
do
some
you
of this
gotta
stuff
say
up.
H like that?
Yeah, what is with that?
HSPs?
Yeah,
I know.
It's what
Listen,
it's-
I
what's that?
know what it is. Okay, I do
Yeah,
because
okay, I guess start splitting
Tommy
this, it's gonna take-
Horver
we split.
and Iris used to talk about HSPs all the time.
Splitting. You guys better not let this food go bad. You better eat it. and you
So-
better enjoy it. All
You
right?
sound like a really cool guy. I know.
So no
Is
HSPs.
this Miss?
It's
Yeah.
Rhodes. It's Rhodes. I signed
Matt.
off duty to come over here because I heard people was
It's gonna go bad,
hungry.
I want you to shove it all, like all of
Mhm.
it.
Mr. Rhodes, you are a true
Yeah.
savior of this city.
Like that.
Oh my
and
god,
take some-
thank you. Thank you.
That's it.
Take
I'm
some of
buying the
this.
fucking kebab shop. I'm
Oh.
doing it. Where's the no goddamn HSPs at a fucking kebab
And
shop
then-
is a
and then,
goddamn a travesty is
Take
what it is.
some of this.
Why
I don't know what to
you
tell you,
do
bud.
this instead of getting all
What would you
cranky?
like?
I'm cranky because I don't have any HSPs.
Just get
You
some
know what I
bloody
should've done?
food
I
in you,
should've
mate.
just-
You're bloody starving. Because can't be
Stole
choosers
from.
from.
I should have
God,
just stole
always.
Big Dog food instead. It would have been
Yeah,
so much
you know,
cheaper.
But I'm
I'm
fiending
so
an
sorry
HSP.
about him.
Wait, why don't
Can I-
y'all
can I-
take? Why
I'm
don't
not
y'all
mad at
take
you,
food from the guy who just bought
Then
20?
what's-
You
I'm
know,
gonna
what
give
would
you
you like?
some.
How many combos would you like? Just remember, you
you.
get a main, a side,
No,
and a
I
drink.
don't want to buy anything. I want to do HSP.
No, you're
What is
getting
it-
some
what's it
food.
with
You
the
know what? Can I
HSP
buy? I'll
anyways?
buy him 3 combos, please.
Three?
Can I get 3
Wait,
combos,
is the
please?
Ledson
Thank you
HSP
so
still on there?
Miss, you know, Matt came all the way
It
out
might
the
be.
yard, opened up his bloody store to help you out. Is he going to repay him?
I don't know if Jasper removed it or not.
God's sakes, Reese. Jason
Stop
bloody.
getting
I'm
the
so
Mm.
sorry. I'm
Ah.
so sorry.
And
Just
it's
wanna-
been
I
removed.
just want to.
Oh well, no HSP.
All right. Go ahead and swipe.
Thank you so much.
Also, now you're
Thank
saying
you so
it
much for
wrong.
the food.
Of course, I hope-
There we go.
Ooh.
Guys, I'm gonna just put the rest on the ground. I'm gonna just.
I don't like all the
It's too
doctors.
much.
Here
I'm
you
I'm just gonna
are.
drop
apparently-
a bunch of food on the ground. Like
Thank you
it's
so
so
much, Mr. Rhodes.
Like there's so much food
Oh,
on the
no.
ground.
There you go.
The
And
Dr.
Very
Cream
kind of
pipeline's
you.
There
worse
you
than the
go.
MS Cream
Thank
pipeline.
you. Thanks,
That's
man.
just there's a
No
bunch of food on the
problem.
ground, guys. You
No
can take that.
problem.
Take it as
Thank
please.
you.
Yeah.
Have this bloody
here we
food.
I
are.
just paid a fucking 20K in food. Oh my
You're having a
God.
kebab, all right? You're settling for a
That's
kebab.
not fucking broke.
There's so much food
There
on
we
the ground.
are.
How did you not just grab the food
Yeah,
on the ground?
there's even more food here. They just
Just
So I don't
piled
need food.
down
So
too.
much food.
Well, just fucking
Here we
have it.
are.
Just fucking have it. Barry,
Right,
would
I'm
you
gonna
like some
get
bloody
one
food?
kebab, some halloumi fries, and I'm just gonna
I've
mash the
already-
bastard together.
You do?
Ooh.
I have what I ordered from Big Dog, and then I have the, thank you for some of the donated food.
Okay, take care.
Wait, Matt, why don't you have some of the bloody food here? You work
Oh, you know what? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, eat some
Someone
of the
grab
food.
some
you
bloody
know,
food for
guys.
yourself,
Enjoy
mate.
that.
Come
Yeah,
on.
there's a pile.
Might as well.
And you just have a bit of a
Okay,
smoke
so
go
We
break,
don't-
mate.
we
Have a bit of a
don't
feed.
evil.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, there we go. It
Look,
all
that-
worked out in the end.
Grab some.
Thank you.
It all
Now you guys
worked
are
out
honorary.
in
Your
the
missus
end.
house.
So are you guys
Wait, you-
hiring? I'm gonna need a second job. I'm broke as shit now. So
So I'm not.
okay.
I'm not the boss. You're gonna have to speak to
You're the
Jasper.
boss.
Jasper would be a great person to speak to.
Yeah, I forgot I have like my own restaurant
I mean, I did.
up and coming. You should totally support that when it's open, guys.
Of
You
course
should
I
totally
will.
go to,
Where at?
Yeah,
Where at?
it's the building. It's called the Coconut Cafe. That's the building. It's in Vespucci.
Ooh.
The business is gonna be called
Ooh.
Feline Spooky. It should be open very soon. Very
Wait,
soon.
what's your name?
Ooh.
I'm Lucas.
Wait, and what?
Lucas Karai, and that's my husband Meow Meow. We own it together. Well, I mean, okay, Meow, but we don't. That's a technicality. Okay, we're married. It's fine. Well, I advertise. I helped you. No, he's lying. I helped a lot. So, anyways.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I believe that. I
Yeah,
believe
no. Yeah, I mean, he would definitely not have been able to do it without me.
I could have easily.
Yeah, no.
You've done
Anyway,
nothing.
anyways, but no, yeah, you guys should check it out when it's open. We'll twat about
that. It's
it.
okay.
You know?
Okay.
I have a
Yeah, hell yeah.
question.
Of course.
Wait. So you're
What's your
Lucas.
question?
What's your name?
Meow.
Xavier. but
What is
I don't
legal
know.
name?
Xavier. Oh.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
ooh?
we
What's
need
with
to
the
we
ooh?
need to
What do
have
you
a
mean, ooh?
conversation.
What? That sounds very interesting.
Yeah, come over here.
Can I join in on this?
Yeah. No, you need to be part of this conversation.
Oh, okay.
So
Business drunk.
I'm an off-duty officer right now, and
Huh.
yeah, word on the street is that
I can't imagine.
Yeah,
how many
we
people-
want
it
to go
must be
get out
fucking
of these
stressful.
Lucas, you
wet,
bought
sweaty swimsuits.
a dronker at the auction, and Xavier,
Have a good one, guys. Thank you for everything.
you ended up owning it.
Thank you so
What
much. Good
happened?
luck
What's
with your
going on?
business,
Spill the
Lord.
tea.
What do you mean?
What do you
you
mean?
mean-
What do I mean?
I mean, I can't buy a car and give it to my husband? Like, what the hell? It's a gift. What the fuck are you talking about, sir?
Okay, so the reason you can't do that is because the auction is intended for non-felons, and there's a specific clause written in the VAF legislation that indicates you can't be a proxy buyer or a string purchaser or anything to that extent. And so when somebody who doesn't have felonies buys it and then immediately transfers it to someone with felonies,
Meow meow.
I see what you're saying.
Mhm.
Okay, interesting. Well, I didn't know that, but you know, we share cars. We share all the cars we own.
come with you.
We own cars. We share them. You know what I mean?
yep. So like,
What's mine is his. What's his is mine. You know what I mean?
That's problematic considering the
Is it
circumstances.
problematic?
Yes, very much
Is it
so.
problematic? Well,
Why did y'all do that with the $30,000 car, but you done spent $20,000 on food for people?
well,
You
that
could have
was
just
just
got a
I wanted
Mosley's.
to just I just wanted to gloat a little bit and be like a little bit. I wanted to be, seen as. I wanted people to like me, so I just did that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It was a
okay.
publicity stunt, is what it was.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the legislation says that you actually just can't transfer it back to the original owner, but you can sell it to another felon.
Ooh,
It
checkmate,
doesn't.
checkmate, boom, checkmate.
No, it
Ooh,
doesn't
checkmate.
indicate you can sell it to another felon.
It doesn't indicate that you can't. It just says that you can't give it back to the original owner.
Okay. It doesn't
Ooh.
have that written
Got your,
necessarily.
She got your ass.
No.
Got your ass.
Again,
bitch,
the
she got your
the
ass.
whole entire point is to ensure that it stays in the hands of non-felons.
Okay, but
I'm a
unless that
felon
is
now, so what does that? How does
explicitly
that? How do you
written
feel about that?
into the exact legislation, implication or implied means nothing.
Ooh, she should be. Are you a lawyer? You should be a lawyer at this point. You should be
No,
a lawyer.
no, because judges have already seized some of the vehicles that have been transferred off immediately to felons under the basis that they were
Really?
essentially a proxy buyer because the person they were transferred to was not eligible to purchase it themselves.
Right, but that's harder to prove than it would seem, and we all know that the DOJ has no oversight and can do basically what they want. For now.
I mean, it's always been that way. When the DOJ was restructured, the whole issue was, how do I word this properly? I'll try to word this the best I can, but it's not going to come out right.
Okay.
People were put into positions, entrusted with said positions, and unfortunately, because of how the DOJ operates, where there's always going to be a large portion of people who agree and disagree with the shit that they inevitably have to do, they all get ran through every single time without fail. Doesn't matter how resilient they are. Then they eventually leave said position.
Little angel.
And the people who were originally trusted with these powers ended up being, again, sort of pushed out and are gone. Other people eventually have to take their place, and then people go, well, that was what we wanted, but not what we want now. And then things change, and then things change, and rinse, repeat over and over and over.
Right, but when that particular piece of legislation was written, it was intended that it would prevent you from transferring the property, in this case vehicles, because property does not count in VAF auctions, despite what the DOJ may think, as per the last property auction that we had, which was a breach of our rights. It was intended that you were not able to transfer the vehicle back to the original owner. That doesn't mean that you can't transfer it to anybody else. In the exact wording of the legislation as it is now.
No, because it makes mention of being a string purchaser. Like, again, if you're buying the car and immediately transfer it off to somebody with the felony record, especially if you
I don't buy strings at all.
especially if it ends up getting sold for the exact price purchase at auction,
which would be stupid,
and has happened.
Oh. I mean, that is crazy, but hey, like, I mean, I just sold it for no money at all. I mean, it's my fucking husband, and I'm not gonna make him pay for a car. You know what I mean? Just gave it to him, man. It was a gift, okay? I bought a gift. Right?
You can't. No, that doesn't.
Gift, man.
Okay,
it's a gift for both of us because I'm gonna use it. I mean, what's his is mine. What's mine is his. I told you.
If it is your husband and you do live together, then like really the only negative here is that you put it in his name, so you just put it back in your name and then it's fine. Because you live together. He has access to it. They can't say that he can't have access to it because you live together. That is a breach of your rights.
Boom, boom. Yeah, what she said, man. What she said. Yeah.
I mean, realistically, there wouldn't even be like a spectacle on you if it was never transferred. Good. But because it was transferred so close in proximity to when it was sold at auction, sauce.
But it was transferred between two married parties.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like you could argue that in
Mm.
court pretty easily because they're
Could.
two married parties.
wait, are y'all legally married? That's not sounding very promising.
Yeah. The same last name, don't we?
That's not the qualification.
Yeah, if you're asking if we have any like legal documents,
Yeah.
maybe like in Tijuana, I don't know. But
Did y'all pay the fee for marriage?
totally. For sure. Yeah, for sure, man. Of course. Why would we not?
Okay.
Why would we not? Of course we
No,
did.
I just wanted to like
Yeah, you
wanted
want
to
to
bring that
verify
up.
for
Yeah,
sure. No, we did it easily.
exactly. Right.
Obviously, right?
Right.
It'd be stupid if we didn't, right? It'd be stupid. We would be dumb enough not to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I when looking into the situation at hand, I may have assumed that, y'all were I don't know, brothers maybe.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't see that y'all were married. I'm my own person, but like I wouldn't be taking on the same last name until the marriage was official.
Well,
But I'm not here to tell you how to live your life.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Well, anyways, listen, I'm gonna get back over to the stall over there and.
Yeah, you do that, and you enjoy the $30,000 I just spent for your company. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Thank you. I do appreciate that.
Of course.
Hey,
Yeah.
how much do y'all get paid over here?
Probably like $5K an hour.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's not terrible, Not terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
I'm
hold
too
on.
shabby.
Who are you?
Lucas.
Yeah, but like, what do you?
I think I'm just a fucking senior employee. Wait, what?
Not
Yeah, what
you,
are we?
him.
Oh,
me?
this cop.
So you're a police officer that's actively looking into a case that involves him, and you took a 30K bribe.
Oh, he took a bribe. Oh my god, he took a bribe. Oh my god. Lock him up. Somebody call the judge. Oh my, somebody call the police. Oh my god.
Well, if he
30K
tries to take you
bribe.
to court, I'm a witness that he took a bribe from you.
Oh my god! Why are you being such a bitch?
That's rude.
Excuse you?
Yeah, you're gonna sit here and say you're gonna fucking perjure yourself? Are you
I'm
kidding?
not gonna perjure myself. You admitted to taking a 30K bribe.
Right. And you think anyone is gonna believe you?
I mean, I didn't have to do anything. You admitted it in front of both of us.
That's true. You did admit to it, guys.
Totally
You did admit
admitted
to
it. Totally admitted it.
2 witnesses.
You did.
Uh-huh.
2 witnesses.
Sure.
Yeah, and one's not even my husband, allegedly, apparently, according to you. So, I mean, they can't even say shit about that.
I need one of you.
Hey,
Take
which
this
one's
cop.
not in a
Take this
gang?
cop.
Yeah, take the cop.
Take this guy, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a cop?
He's
Yeah.
off duty, though, so it's fine.
No, we'll get breached for that. I want one of you.
Come on.
Bro, well,
You guys are
actually, wait, you're a
pussies, you
cop. Will I
fucking-
get breached for taking you off?
He's off duty.
The possibility does exist.
Come on, guys.
Yeah,
Don't
he's
be
not
pussies.
anybody
Do it.
does. So.
Just do it.
I'm trying to get breached.
He's also
Come on,
alive, so
guys.
just take him.
Just take
One of you
him.
two. One of you two. One of you two.
It
Rock,
would be
paper,
funny as
scissors.
fuck.
Ooh.
Cop, pick
Just
him.
take me.
Pick which one,
Just
cop.
take me. Just take
All right,
me.
come on.
Well. Anyways, y'all have the day you deserve.
me a bitch again.
Well, I don't know your name.
I'm not gonna give it to you, but
Okay, well then I'm going to call you as you act.
right.
Who around?
Hello.
Craig, are you busy?
Not especially. What's up?
Okay,
What's
well,
wrong?
I just wanna make a statement regarding what just happened.
Uh-oh. What did you do?
Well, actually, hold on. One moment. Something. Fuck. Okay, I have to call 911 here shortly. I'm safe. But someone got kidnapped at Senior Buns. I didn't remember who was on duty or if I had their phone numbers. I was gonna call 911. Long story short, you remember the two people with the same last name in the bath stuff?
You're gonna have to narrow that down a little bit. The same last name?
Yes, it was like
There's a lot of people with the same last name.
No, but in the VAF auction thingy that we were looking into.
The ones where they bought the
Draugr
cars and all that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what about it?
So I was having a brief conversation. One of them said their name, and then they mentioned the last name, and then I realized they were addressed similar-ish to each other. And then I asked for their other names, and it matched. One was Xavier, one was Lucas. And so, you know, I'm curious to know like what your relation and whatnot is. Then come to find out, do you know the person who bought the food at the kebab shop? That person?
No.
The one who dropped the food on the floor?
I wasn't even paying attention. I was cleaning
Okay.
the trash up.
So, long story short, you know, I'm having a conversation with them. Apparently they're married, but not officially married, but like their marriage isn't recognized legally is what I'm hearing. I assume that they were brothers, but apparently they're married or going to be
Oh.
whatever. Long story short, I'm going to keep saying that because I'm not going to make it short. Come to find out, they live with each other. And this lady was nearby and she goes, yeah, the legislation and this and that, it just says you can't transfer it back to the original owner. Okay. She's giving bitchy fucking attitude. Okay? Bitchy attitude. Then I'm having a friendly old conversation and she keeps butting in for no damn reason like it's her business. Then as she's walking off, she goes, I was a witness to the $30,000 bribe. Okay, so pretty much what I'm doing is I'm calling you to inform you on the spot right here, just to let you know that that's what happened. And
so
as
he tries to claim that you gave a bribe or something.
What I don't understand the logic behind her claiming a $30,000 fucking bribe when number one, it was not $30,000, and two, he bought food at the fucking kebab shop for all of EMS. Yeah. But if there is any, the implication was, she said, "Call me as a witness. I heard the bribe." Does she not understand how bribes work?
Probably not. It's not
Like
like
I'm
you selling you that money, right? You get your
exactly
paycheck, but...
right. So I'm like thoroughly confused, and I didn't know her name. And when she said that, I was like, "Okay, bitch," and she walked back like, "Huh?" And you know, and then she like reiterated what she said to the guy. Then people came in with guns. Well, one of them came in with a gun. There was the two people who, you know, are in a relationship. Then there's me, And she goes, actually, I don't know if it was her, but I'm pretty sure she implied that they should take me. And then they left with one of the two people involved in the VAP stuff. And
That's funny.
yeah, and then I think she told me not to call her a bitch. And I said, well, I don't know your name. And she said, it's going to be that way. And then I said, well, then I'm going to call you how you act. And then she walked off.
All right, then, bitch.
Exactly. I gave her the opportunity to give me her name. What else am I going to do? If she was being sassy, I'd be like, all right, sassy. But no. Anyways, figured I'd give you that heads up in case it becomes an internal thing to be looked at, because you know how it be. Oh,
yeah,
hello.
But I also know that people are too fucking lazy to actually do anything.
Why are you laughing at me?
Guess who I found at the kebab shop?
Listen, we were the only stall open. I'm trying to make sure people can eat. All right, Craig, I gotta go.
All right.
Have a good one. Bye.
Come on point and laugh. To be honest with you.
What do you mean point and laugh? That's messed up. That's messed up. This is a dangerous job. I almost got kidnapped.
Oh, that's going funny though.
No, it wouldn't have been funny because they went, would we get breached if we kidnapped you? And I said, it's a possibility. But then they took the guy from the other stall. They really should have just taken the girl. But I can understand why. She was being
You know what you should do? Should go completely different.
Yeah. No, because I don't. The last thing I want to hear is, if we knew it was you, we wouldn't have taken you.
Exactly. That's
I didn't want there to be aggression from the police department.
Well, it'll be funny though.
No. It is entirely unnecessary. All right, what do you want? What can I get for you?
Anything, to be honest with you.
One or two combos?
Just one do.
Here you are.
Oh, thank you so much.
There. Bam. Listen, I know what I'm doing, I swear. I do.
But remember my cool car that was drifting everywhere?
The Ardent?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
It's garbango now.
Wait, what do you mean?
It's garbage.
Why?
The night mechanics came in and reduced the horsepower on that engine.
Wait, so is the engine bad?
Yeah.
Wait, but is it because the engine is old?
No.
And rusty?
No, it went from 2,100 horsepower to 700 horsepower.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Even though I never used it in crimes. All I did was fucking drift around.
I'm going to assume you weren't the problem.
Yeah,
I'm going to assume there may have been some other bad actors if that's the case. I could be wrong.
Well, the thing is, it's impossible though. That's the thing. There's no way.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's a straight line beast, but it's a death trap if you try to bring it up to those speeds. I know firsthand. Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't know. I can't explain that. Unless it was just never I mean, obviously given, the horsepower, maybe it was just never intended to be that way, but I don't know. I do not know.
Maybe someone actually used it in some other shit.
Well, no, because you brought up a really good point. It's not practical under any circumstances. You can't brake, you can't turn. All you can do is drive straight. And if there's a vehicle in front of you, guess what? You're dead.
Exactly. One if you're going straight, one bump and you're done.
Yeah, the back if the back end, not even the back end, if any portion of that car leaves the ground, for the fraction of a second that any other tire has traction, you are going sideways.
Yeah, and straight to prison.
Wait, how long have you had that engine?
A long time.
And you're certain it hasn't just gotten rusty? I say that because Ledson told me he had an engine in his ingot, and now it doesn't. I don't think he mentioned acceleration, but he mentioned his top speed is now off because the engine is old.
No, I'm pretty sure it's still like.
Like you'd be able to pull it out and put it in something else?
Yeah.
Damn. That's
Yeah, I'm sad.
That's interesting. Well,
like, all I do is wake up and drive that car and just drift around.
Are there any other? Okay, how much of a difference do drift tires make?
I don't know. The thing is, there's no point of getting a drift tire if you won't get the other one, the drift clutch.
Okay, so if the Ardent was at 700 now, have you driven a Sigma?
Yeah, I have one.
Okay, so the other day we VAF'd a Sigma, and the little readout was 1,111. I forget what engine was in there, but
I was like the second. I was the second person who got it.
Have you swapped it?
Yeah, the flat 6.
I'm trying to remember what engine. So what's the like horsepower readout on yours?
If it has at 100 turbo, it would be 1,111.
Okay, so yeah, that would be identical to the one that was in our custody. Surely that would drive similar to how the Ardent did, right?
Yeah, but yeah, I have to pay 180,000.
Oh, is that for the
clutch?
The clutch? Damn.
Yeah.
That clutch is the fucking like bane of so many people's fucking existence.
Yeah, I don't know why it's 180,000. I'll understand if it's like 50,000.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that'd be far more like palatable for people to actually like purchase, but because it's so expensive, like so many people are hesitant. There are so many cars that get capped on speed and gears, and the only way to adjust that is that clutch, and it's just too fucking expensive.
Yeah, that's why I don't have it in my Sigma. I had it one time, and that's it.
Is it damn, I don't even fucking know. So in order to drift, do you need the $180,000 clutch? Like there's no getting past that?
I'm guessing it's gonna make it a bit easier, maybe, because I think it's only 4 gears.
You might be right. The one that we ended up getting in our custody was a manual. It wasn't sequential. It was like full on manual.
Oh.
Which I mean, that's fucking scary. I don't know how the fuck anybody is. I just saw a car go sideways in front of Senior Buns. I don't know what the fuck I just saw, but yeah, no, I agree. The price of the $180,000 clutch. Also, have you noticed, because my stage 4 or 5 clutch went bad, and I was like, listen, I get on duty one day, the car shifted, and it's like super delayed. It's like notably delayed. So we have a locker with like a bunch of like spare, like random, stage 1s, 2s, maybe 3s. I threw in a stage 1 clutch, and I don't think it performs any differently than the stage 4 I had.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
It doesn't make sense. It like the biggest difference literally was having one versus not having one. Like I can promise you, if I had a stage 4 or stage 5, I cannot tell the difference now from when I had, like, in comparison to the stage 2 I have now, in comparison to the 4 or 5 I had. Straight up, zero difference.
Yeah,
At least a
think it
notable
makes
one.
Yeah, I don't think it actually makes a difference, to be honest with you.
And so, what does the $180,000 clutch let you do that the others can't?
Well, some cars only goes like 6 gears.
My Scout is 6 gears.
Oh yeah, if you put on the 180, it will have 8 gears.
See, this was a few months ago, but we tried putting the clutch in, and it actually made it worse. But probably not for the reason you think. Performance-wise, it was similar, but with the extra 2 gears, the braking distance of the Scout increased, because when you slam on the brakes in a car that has 8 gears, you feel each individual downshift. Like when you're slamming on the brakes. Like, I don't think the car is capable of skipping a gear downshifting. And so it sits there and does the all the way down, and it delays the car coming to a complete stop. Which for the Scout was very problematic. I hate it.
The thing is, it depends what car, because there's some cars, like say, say the Sigma, it goes like 171, which does not go. It goes more than that. There's some cars you need the.
I'm sorry, did you just hear that?
Yeah.
Why the fuck was there a fucking fly of a car? What was that? I didn't hear the sirens from the police cars. It was like there was a fly by my left ear going by. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
I thought I was hearing shit.
Yeah, that's the worst fucking
Holy fuck.
you hear at night, to be honest, when you're sleeping.
You start hearing a buzzing sound?
Yeah, I hate it so much.
No. Listen, I hate bugs. So if I'm hearing a buzzing sound, I'm going to freak the fuck out.
Anyways, so there's some cars, like say, it only has 6 gears.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes like 171. And you put the what's called, the thing that gives you 8 gears. It adds like 10 more speed on your car.
Wait, so you're not even guaranteed to hit 190 even with it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah.
Because I know some PD cars where like 170, 171 is like the top end. Would an engine swap and the clutch guarantee 190?
No. Like for example, Ash's car, I put in the flat 6 in it. It still goes 171, but it has 8 gears. So if she puts in the 180, it would not do any difference.
Oh, that is so fucked.
Yeah, because it already has 8 gears in it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did you know that there's 2 6.2 liter V8s?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
But like, so Rainer was testing them, and the crazy part is there's a pretty massive difference in size between them. But like, the R1 can't even go into anything smaller because it's a 2.19 meter. And the other one's a 2.8. But there isn't anything that the 2.19 can fit in that the 2.8 can't. So it's pointless.
Yeah.
It's absolutely pointless.
Yeah.
It's real silly sometimes. I don't understand. And then like my Scout, for however many people complain about it is irrelevant. At the end of the day, it is the most inconsistent fucking car I've ever had in my whole life. One day it'll drive great. The next, it'll turn like a bus. It'll have the brakes of a bicycle. Like, I don't fucking know how else to explain it, but it's just it.
Do you turn off the things?
I've tried turning them off. I've tried turning them on. The only thing I haven't really fiddled with is one on, one off, and then like vice versa to see whether or not it's good. But the thing is, nothing changes with my car. The mechanical condition can be identical. Like it doesn't matter. The parts can be the same. One day my car will drive good. The next day it drives like complete ass, and there's no rhyme or reason. I've taken the tires off, I put them back on. I've taken the engine out, I put it back on. I've taken the parts out, I put it back in. And it still is just... The consistent part about the Scout is that it's inconsistent. That's the wild part. Yep. I don't know what else there is to say. Don't get me wrong, it's fast, but do you know how with your Ardent, with the engine swap, you know, it's kind of uncontrollable. You can't turn, you can't brake.
Yeah.
The Scout is equally a death trap if it's having its fucking moment where it just decides, today we're going to have the brakes of a bicycle. We're going to have the turning radius of an 18-wheeler. Like, there's nothing I can do. It's dangerous to go fast at that point. Yeah, it bothers me because it's like an everyday thing. Ventura drives my car. He says the exact same thing. Now, he drives it typically with passengers. I don't, because it makes it even worse. Which is the other thing I despise. I hate not being able to drive with a passenger because the Scout is going to be the fucking bus, you know?
Yeah, I like when we had the V12 on the Astron, I think before when you had a passenger, it was fine. But now, if you have a passenger, it's just, you know, garbage.
And I don't know. I think that goes back to like it being inconsistent, because Ventura, when he was driving my Scout, he's shift 1 into 2. So like there's some overlap between us in you know, like 4 or 5 hours. But like he drives it and has always driven it with passengers. And even he has days where he's like, it's driving like shit today. And other days where he's like, it's driving solid. I don't drive with a passenger at all. So like, it's not the passenger thing that's prompting it, because some days it's good for him with a passenger and other days it's not. I'm telling you, there's no rhyme or reason. And I'm a very logical person, so I'll look at everything. I'll look at the mechanical condition. I'll fucking look at where the bitch was parked the night before. Like I'll park it up and pull it back out and be like, yeah, nothing's changed, but like, you know, I just wanted to rule that out. Doesn't matter. It'll just be different no matter what.
Maybe I should talk to the car at this point.
Actually, okay, don't laugh at me. I did talk to the car the other day. I said, I started, you know, tapping on the hood and saying, listen, I know we've had our differences, but like, you need to calm it the fuck down. You need to wake up on the right side of the garage, because we can't be dealing with this shit. And I fucking swear to you, I got back in and it drove fine. Okay, and then later that day it was ass again. I'm not huffing copium. This actually happened. You're not gonna believe me, but I swear it happened. You know what I even did? I pulled it out of the garage and I didn't jump in right away. That's actually how that happened. I pulled it out and just had a conversation with the fucking car. I let the car warm up on its own. Didn't matter. It didn't matter. I've tried everything.
Imagine that's what you had to do every time you like pull it out, talk to it. Oh, that's pretty funny. Someone passed by and just listened to you talking to a car.
Honestly, if that's what it fucking took to get the fucking Scout to wake up on the right side of the garage, I would do it. I don't care how crazy that bitch make me look. It don't matter. I would do it in a heartbeat.
You know what you should do today whenever you go on duty?
What?
Talk to the car and see if it's good or not.
you know what? Good point. I was on duty, but then someone twatted saying there's no food stalls open. So then I came here, right? So when I get back on duty, which will be here in the near future, I'm gonna sit there and have the conversation with the scout. Now that the scout has had some time to cool off, you know, because it was, you know, we were in pursuits earlier. I'll have the conversation with the scout, and I'll tell you how it goes. I'll let you know.
Okay. Well,
If it works, you're gonna laugh at me, okay? But you're gonna sit there in your garage talking to the fucking Arden, okay?
Yeah, I would. I promise you, I will.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. You know, taking the car to the garage and not immediately jumping in. I thought to myself, maybe the computer don't have enough time to load everything. I don't know. I gave it some time, and I promise you, it did drive differently after.
See you at
Oh, there's JJ.
Where?
Right outside.
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming it's him. No, I don't even think Parsons is a thing.
Yeah, I was there yesterday. I don't think it is.
Not only is it not a thing, I don't think within legislation anyone can be 5150'd. Before in legislation, a 5150 was like an involuntary mental hold pending like a mental evaluation. Yeah, we don't have any. If someone's crazy, we just got to be like, sorry, the legislation doesn't acknowledge you. To prison you go.
No, just put him down at this point.
I can't because legislation doesn't let me do that either. Not that I would.
Well, just, say my finger slipped.
No, because then I'll get in real trouble for being incompetent. And I don't want to be that.
Say you were cleaning your gun in front of him and you just got a headshot,
No, thank you. No, listen, I don't want to ruin my life. It's not worth it. There's no one who would ever be worth me losing, my career that I love. For what? For what? There'd be no reason.
I'm sorry, but the police force is not the same as before.
I mean, you're not wrong. But also, to be fair, the police force over the past year and however many months has been continuously shafted by how do I word this? The police department was almost set up to fail.
Ooh.
With no lifeline and just no help for the longest fucking time. When I tell you that we worked 2 months straight and it got to the point where our engines were in such poor mechanical condition, there was no budget. We were getting no money from fines to allocate to any of the shared vehicles. The mayor at the time, who could allocate funds, said, yeah, you guys need to pull your money together and pay for those repairs, which would have been hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Which now doesn't sound like the biggest deal in the world. But back then, when we were getting paid so little, it was fucking massive. Because in addition to that, we had to pay for our daily, vehicle repairs, which was very costly. And the price could double overnight depending on the material market at the time. And he pretty much said, yeah, how much money do you have in your bank? How much money do you have in your bank? How much money do you have in your bank? It was like, yeah, that sounds like enough. You guys can, swap the engines.
No.
And then we would have worked for 2 months to make no fucking money. We would be working to work. And that was deemed an acceptable thing, which blows my mind.
You know what you guys did? Find people to do sanitation off duty to get the materials.
I would consider it. I would very much so consider it. Because, well, okay, so here's the thing. We don't want to take jobs away from mechanics. But at least in shift 3, we do have a little stockpile of repair parts if we can't find mechanics. But if a mechanic is available, you're not touching that. But if you're getting off duty and there isn't a mechanic available, no big deal to fix a car before going off duty, especially if it's a shared one. Because the last thing we want is, someone in shift 2 getting on duty, pulling out a shared car, and it's in fucking terrible mechanical condition.
Oh, trust me, it happens with someone. He wakes up, fucks up the car, and go back to sleep.
Ooh, drama.
Yeah.
Drama.
His name is fucking Raccoon.
Oh, yeah, Raccoon.
Yeah,
I got him out of debt yesterday.
Oh.
Well, I didn't pay. Yeah, he got billed. For starters, I think they were boosting and they let him drive. That was the first mistake.
Yep, first mistake.
So then he calls me when he gets out of prison. He was with Levi, and he's like, "Can you loan me $6,000?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm not made of money." And I was like, "Have you gotten your, welfare check from the bank?" And he's like, "No, I haven't." Told Levi to drive there. I think he had like 11 grand. So he's no longer in debt. He's no longer in debt. Because I genuinely feel that Raccoon would sell his fucking soul and do unspeakable things to get out of debt. He's just dumb. He's like... It's like an adorable kind of dumb, though. Like, he's stupid, but it's also really fucking funny, so you don't want it to stop. I don't know how to describe it.
Just wait when he crashes out. Is it even more funnier?
I don't think I've ever seen Raccoon crash out.
Oh, please. Whenever you get on duty, if you see him, just fucking troll him, please. I beg you.
What's his what really gets him going?
I don't know. Just keep him over. I don't know.
I feel like he would just get out of the car and walk after the traffic stop, truthfully.
No.
You don't think so?
No, he would not.
Damn. I thought he would.
The funny part is he never uses his actual car. He always uses other people's car and fucking destroy it and then leave it in the middle of the fucking sack and grab another one and leave.
Okay, you know what's funny? You know how like people will be like, "Oh, I have no money," and then I pull up their fucking profile and they got 20 fucking cars. Yeah. So when he was telling me he needed $6,000, I was like, I'm gonna check if you're actually really poor. I looked and I swear he had like 3 or 4 cars, and some of them were probably like work or job vehicles. And I was like, okay. And he's like, yeah, the only like halfway decent one is the Turismo, and it just looks good, but it's ass. Raccoon would be the one to buy a car that looks good, but is absolute ass.
You know, he wanted to put a flat 6 in that car.
Well, honestly, someone should just let him do it to acknowledge that it's probably going to be just as ass as it was before and way more dangerous. And once he gets ejected, he'll return it, probably. But you'll at least not have to worry about your cars getting fucked up with him driving.
No, I mean, like, he wanted to put that, flat 6 in it when we were hardly getting fucking,
parts
and all
yep.
that. Yeah.
Maybe the car's just been so bad for so long, he just wanted to see if it was capable. I don't fucking know. Is he around?
I don't think so.
Oh, I just realized. I start typing, I end up tapping on the screen here. I know what that's from.
But yeah, please. I need you to
troll him. Say less.
Yeah, please.
I'll try.
Even like fucking cuff him and everything. Say you're getting raided and all that shit.
I don't even think he would. But what does he have to raid? I don't think he would even believe that if I said it.
Nothing. Just say you have like a warrant.
Oh my god! Wait, I'm gonna say I saw him coming out of Flippy's house, and Flippy's house is gonna get raided or something.
No.
Because of him.
I don't think he has keys.
Fuck. I'll figure it out.
Right. Say you saw him come out of Benz's house with a class 2. You have pictures.
Say less. Say fucking
Please.
less. He's gonna fucking snap. And you know what? If he has a fucking gun, my concern is that he would end up pulling it and do something stupid.
Well, more dust to him.
Holy fuck. Jasper!
What up?
Someone might hate me. No, they definitely hate me, actually. I don't know who it was. But they were trying to cause problems, and they pretty much implied that they would like perjure themselves and claim in court that I tried to bribe someone by how do I say this? The person who works next door, like there was a bunch of EMS when I arrived, and then I opened and said, y'all can come here. The person who was working next door came and bought 20 combos. But because it, you know, our system here is a little slow. Oh, 1 second. Hello, what can I get for you?
Hello, can I get like 8 combos, please?
Yep.
Thank
Good
you so
morning
much.
to you. What's the crack?
Good morning to your horse box. What's the crack? I'm trying to get food for Corner.
Oh, all right. Say hi to Corner.
Banana Man says hi, Corner.
Banana Man. That's new.
All right. Go ahead and swipe your card or pay cash. The choice is yours. Here you are.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
And you're all set.
Did you say that next door went and bought like 20 combos from you when you opened up?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
That was funny the other day that role, actually he's opening it now. The role play, some guy was like, I'm going to get a drink from here and order food from your role play store. And then the girl goes, no, and then shuts the door.
Holy fuck.
And like, she wasn't even being funny. She's just like, no. And he's like, well, I'll go fuck myself. That was funny.
Holy fuck.
Anyway.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
All right, I'll make more mains.
So yeah, somebody ordered 20 combos or something.
Yep, and she tried claiming that I, as an off-duty police officer, was bribed with the $30,000, even though number one, I didn't amount to $30,000, but two, like, how was I accepting a bribe? I don't even get the fucking money.
If that would be the case, wouldn't like every single sale you make be a bribe?
Yes, it makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, it does not. What the hell?
Yep, trust me, I had to deal with stupidity. Listen, boss, if you get a complaint, I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
She wouldn't give me her name, so I had choice words to call her.
Fine.
She told the people, you can call me as a witness to the bribery. And she couldn't even count. She was like, yeah, us two, we saw it. There's fucking the 3 of them.
Wait, Jasper, do you still have the look from yesterday?
I just got my hair, but yeah.
Oh. So I went back to you.
Oh.
It was. I just changed the hair. Everything else they did, I kept.
Oh. You should.
Wait, what happened?
Oh.
I paid I paid $1 to Courtney and Arnie to be my plastic surgeons yesterday.
Oh, you put way too much faith in them. Holy fuck.
No, he looks good.
No, it's not that you don't look good, but putting your trust in Arnie, of all people,
Show him.
It's not far off saying.
It's not complete with the hair, but I believe when I cut it.
Oh.
Oh.
You know what? I'll be right back.
Oh,
Don't
gosh.
go anywhere.
I won't. I'll be here.